In this video, we'll be discussing how to research a mining claim in Arizona, or making sure you're not overstaking someone else's claim. Now, most of the time you're going to be locating mining claims on federal land, either BLM or Forest Service land. You're going to want to avoid national parks, national monuments, wilderness areas, military reservations, tribal land, things like that. And in Arizona, where I'm at, you also cannot locate a claim on state trust land. They have a whole different procedure. So let's go ahead and find out the best way to do it. Open up a browser, and you're going to go to mlrs.blm.gov. Now you can just type in MLRS BLM. That's their new database system, Mineral and Land Record System, MLRS, and then type BLM, do a search, and you get the Mineral and Land Record System here. Click on that, and you get this big beautiful page here, and you want to get access. They've got other things in here that are very useful. You might want to check out video about MLRS, frequently asked questions down here. Let's just jump over to the Mineral Lands Record System here. There you go. This is the page you want to get to. You're looking for research on our real-time map, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So hit get started. Map should pop up within a few seconds. Alright, here we go. You can left click and grab and move the map around, and then use your scroll bar to zoom in or out. We're going to focus in on Arizona since that's where I'm at. If you look over here in the lower right, we have 4 icons. We have the printer icon, so you can print a map once you get to where you're at and you want to print it out. We also have the legend of what's on the map, what's showing. And we have the layers. Since we're going to look at mining claims and we want to know where we can put a claim, we're going to go ahead and click on mining claims because we want to see where the existing active claims are. So we'll leave active claims open here. At this point, mining claims is grayed out because we haven't zoomed in close enough for that layer to become active. We also want to scroll down, turn on the Surface Management Agency. You should see some color come onto the screen a little bit. There you go. It's very faint, so what I like to do is go here, hit these 3 dots, increase the opacity. You have to do that a few times so the layer gets a little darker. Now you're starting to see it a little bit better. The yellow is BLM land, the light green is Forest Service land, pink is military reservation, things like that. We can close that. This is a little artifact here that'll go away. I also like to add in the background map. That's the very bottom, or the base maps they call it. You click on that. You've got a large selection of different base maps you can add in. I'm going to add in the image hybrid. That actually shows some of the roads, the cities, things like that. It's a good background image. Now to close this window, there's no X. Just click out anywhere else on the map. There you go. Now we're going to look down there, Wickenburg, because everybody knows Wickenburg's a very hot place for looking for gold. So I know we have a lot of claims in that general area, so we'll zoom in. As we zoom in, different layers pop up and become visible. Okay, we'll look down here, If you're not familiar with the legal land description, the township range and section, things like that, you probably should go look up how to do legal land descriptions. It'll make your life a lot easier for this sort of stuff. We're going to look in 8 north, 4 west. Zoom in a little more. Give it a second to catch up. There we go. So all these pink squares are where there are mining claims located right now. We're looking at 8 north, 4 west. Here's section 20. We're going to look in section 19. So let's zoom in a little closer. So it's right off Blue Tank Road. So looking at this, we can tell that there are mining claims here. Let's see if they're labeled. Yep, the labels pop up. If the label doesn't pop up, we can go back into layers over here, go to mining claims, active claims, and click the 3 dots, and you have a toggle switch for labels on and off. So if this is the area you're interested in, you know that there are in fact several claims in this area. Now you don't know exactly where the location of these claims are at, because this map will not give you the exact location of the claim area. What it will give you is the claim number, and these are the new numbers, the new case numbers for the new system. Some of these are legacy claims that have another number, a legacy number, which can come in handy later on, which I will show you. So if you're interested in this area, a couple things you could do. Again, this is artifact over here, just ignore that. You could print this out using print map. Type in my claim area map or something like that. Put it in however you like. You can have it saved as a PDF, PNG, JPEG, and then you hit print. And what it'll do is, here, I'll go ahead and hit it. It creates a PDF of this view that you have right here. Alright, and now it shows up down here, my claim area map. If I click on that, it will open this little window for me. I don't know, all computers are a little different, so it might not do that for you. It should save a PDF of that map somewhere. If I click on it, it will open it. And here's the map. So you see, I didn't quite get everything I wanted on this map. I probably should have went landscape. So we'll go ahead and close that. Center it here, change it to landscape. Try it again. Give it a few seconds to create the PDF. And click on it. Open up the new map. There we go. And this was the area I was interested in. So we have all our claim numbers right here. Now what you can do now is, if you have this claim map, your own map here, you can print this out and you can go down to the Arizona BLM State Office, which is at 1 North Central in Phoenix, Arizona. That's if you're in Arizona. If you're in Colorado, you'll have to go to the Colorado State Office, wherever they adjudicate the mining claims for the federal government. And you can give these numbers to the people at the public counter, and they can pull the files, and the files actually have maps in them showing exactly where those claims are located. So that is one method to actually find out where the claims are located, is by printing out this, going down to the state office and asking them to pull the files for these different mining claims. You can also go to the county recorder's office in whichever county this is in. I think this is Yavapai County, and say, hey, these claims have been located here. Here are my numbers. they should be able to help you out. Okay, that's one method. Let me close that. We'll get back to the main map. Yeah, right here. Close the print map. Another thing you can do is there's this little eye information thing here. You can click on that and click into the square, and there we go. It's working. It's working. It'll pop up this. Now there's 13 pages here, and this is the layer it's pulling the information from. So right now page 1 is from Public Land Survey System. That's the Township Range section. So we don't need that. We'll just pop through. So this is one of the claims. You see case here, case serial number. This is the new serial number for this mining claim. This is the legacy serial number for the mining claim. Just go across. There's probably more than one. This one's GP25. That's the name of the actual claim. So here's GP26, the serial case number for the new MLRS system, and this is the legacy serial number for that. Now what's interesting is these also link to information down here. So if we want, we can hit the case, and this will, I'll just go ahead and hit it. You can see what it brings up. So this is the data that's in the MLRS database that we have. It has all the general stuff. It's a placer claim. It's 20 acres. GP number 26 is the name. It's active. A few other details. Nothing that exciting. Land records. This is important. This will give you the actual land description. So if you look at this, this looks like just a bunch of numbers, but this is actually the legal land description that you use for looking up things. Yeah, I'll break it down for you. The beginning AZ is Arizona, of course, the state, geographic state or administrative state it's in. 14 refers to the Gila and Salt River Meridian. So the states are broken down like in Arizona. You have the Gila and Salt River Meridian. That's what the township range and section grid is based on. It starts at that point. So 14 is a good number to know. 0080 north, that's township 8 north. 0040 west, range 4 west. And 019 is section 19. Now you might want to write all that down. It's also in the southwest quarter of section 19. You can also, I just closed that window, you can go to the serial register page, which has sort of the same information, but it's going to be in a page format where you can print it out more easily. This takes a few seconds to load. You can see the serial numbers listed right here. You have to use the new serial numbers for the mining claims, not the legacy ones. Give it a second, we should get a PDF. Yep, so now we have a PDF popping up here. This is the latest one. It's the public report serial register page. So we'll click on that, open it up. And here's what the serial register page looks like. So this is a really nice summary of what's been going on with this mining claim. Has who owns it, Oro Grande Mining, their address. It is located in Yavapai. So if you really wanted to go to the Yavapai County Recorder's Office, you could do that. They should have a record of this claim, and it should have a map in there to show exactly where it's at. This gets you pretty close. 8 north, 4 west, section 19, southwest quarter. Here's a list of everything that's been going on with this claim since it was created or located. Tells you when it was located, things like that. So it's pretty useful information. Alright, let's get back to the research map. So you can click through these. There'll be claims. We've got a lot of claims in that general area, so it's going to list a lot of different claim numbers. You can write them down. Looks like we're going back into more public land survey system data, township, surface management, so it is BLM. In general, whoever owns the surface most likely will own the mineral estate. Sometimes there's something called split estate where the surface owners are different from the mineral estate owners. It's sort of rare, not totally rare, but if you run into that case, you know, you're going to have to do a little more research. I can't go into it right now. That's like a topic for an entire different video completely. Alright, so we'll close this. So like I said, you could go to county recorder's office, or you can come to the BLM state office, downtown Phoenix, for stuff in Arizona. And this artifact's driving me crazy. There we go, get rid of it. In order to get the details and maybe see a map where it's located at. Something else you can do, and I'll show you a trick, is for ones that had the legacy, and let me open this up one more time. So any of these that have the legacy case serial number in Arizona, for most of the legacy case serial numbers, we have a mining claim file online that you can search, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second here. Alright, you got your legacy serial number. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have to go to a different website. So I can't remember exactly what it is, so I'd say type in AZ BLM or Arizona BLM mining. I think we can get there from here. Here it is, Arizona mining and minerals. That's where you want to go. So we go in here, and there's a lot of good information. So if you got some time, go through this. It talks about mining claim maintenance fees, regulations, laws, cost recovery. Here's the state office information, 1 North Central, Suite 800. That's a public office area. There's a phone number. There's a web or email address you can send in information or questions to. Forms, regulations, a link to MLRS. But the one we're looking for right here is when you have your legacy mining number, case number, like I have AMC 390179, you can go to Arizona Mining Claim Case Files. So if you click on that, you get to this page. Now there's lots of good data in here. These are scanned files, so this actually has a map of the locations of the claims in them. But these are only for the legacy claims. The new claims aren't in here, of course. So I said 390179. So let's 3901. So I think it would be in here. Click on here. And now we need to find again the area it's going to be in. So AMC 3901. 390115. I need 0179, so it's going to be in this group here, it looks like. And again, it'll pop up a PDF of all the scanned files from that group. Wait for it to come up. Click on that. Okay, so this should have the information I'm looking for. Let me double check. I'm going to do a Control F, which is something for Control Find something. Type in 390179, which is my legacy number. Make sure I'm on the right group. Okay, there it is. It pops up. So I know I'm in the right area. What was the name of the mine claim again. Ah, here it is. GP26 is the name of the actual claim. So there's a lot of claims in this set of documents here. So we'll scroll down and we'll find GP26. I'm just going to grab the scroll bar over here and go down. You'll see as we get further down, we're getting into where there's a location. Notice there's going to be maps. Oops. Maps of the locations. This is actually for claim AH number 5. We're looking for GP26. So let me just scroll down. Usually it's alphabetized. GP30. Oh, went a little too far. 29, 28, 27, 26. So this is, yeah, this is also part of 26. So map of placer mining claim location GP26. So if we look down here, here's a map. There's 26. There's a location. I gotta admit, sometimes the maps that are provided aren't the best maps. But you can see there's a road that comes in like this, and you're going to need to know how to read a topographic map because these are usually on topographic maps. Let me see if there's a better map associated with it. They gave a legal description here, gives the size of the claim, the site, section 19, 8 north, 4 west. Yeah, 4 west. We already knew all that. Oh, this map looks like it might be a little bit better. Okay, so here's 26 again. This is where we're looking at. Here's that road that comes in. So this map's a little bit clearer. But using this map and knowing where you were at before, you should be able to find the almost exact location of this site, GP26. And if you go out there on foot, and drive out there and park or something, you should be able to go around and find the corner markers to this claim location. There should be a center one here, a center line marker. Now you're not always going to find the markers. Sometimes they've been knocked over, things happen, the stakes aren't always in the right place. But technically this is the best way to find the area that was listed in the legacy mining claim. So just to summarize, really the best way to figure out whether your area is open to mining or a location of a mining claim is to go to the MLRS site. Here, I'll close this real fast. So you can go back to your MLRS site, look at the map. This will get you close. It'll let you know what's around the general area that you're looking at, that you're interested in. It won't tell you exactly where the claims are located at. Turn on the mining claim layers. There we go. Turn on the underlying layer. I think I need to turn on the surface management layer also. Oops, wrong button. This is the one I needed. There we go. We'll increase the opacity so it's visible. Alright, and here's section 19. It was the blue tank road that we saw on that map before, the location map. And so it was somewhere in this general area. So you see, this gets you close. It doesn't get you all the way. You either have to go into the state office, like I said before, ask for the claim file so you can look up and see exactly where the claim is located at, or you can go to the county recorder's office, in this case it was Yavapai County, and get the claim file from them, and they should have a map in it also. Those are the two best ways to do it. If there's a legacy file associated with your claim number, you can use the Arizona Mining and Minerals Arizona Mining Claim Case files and go through here and pull up your PDF, and that should have a map also. Alright, well, I hope you found this useful, and if you'd like to see some other videos, let me know. If you have some questions, let me know. See what we can do for you. Thanks, bye.